Many people that did lose their homes because of foreclosure, short sale, or even bankruptcy since 2007 were forced to rent a home. Well, the good news is the real estate market in Central California has seen an average of 17% increase since January of 2013, a solid sign of a healthy recovery of the housing market. What does this mean for you? Well, we have a licensed mortgage professional, Monique Runge, with us here to explain, and she's going to tell us how she can help us get from a renter to a homeowner. Welcome to the show, Monique. Good to see you. Good to see you. Let's quickly talk about the people now that are trying to buy homes, that have been renting in the past. This increase in the home market, who's it good for?
Well, it's good for everyone who is currently renting, and that is also inclusive of people, as we know, who have lost a home due to short sale, bankruptcy, or foreclosure. Okay. So what we have is every week, more and more people have met the credit seasoning requirements since their bankruptcy, their short sale, foreclosure, or whatever it is they might have gone through, and now they're able to buy again. And most of these people have been renting and paying somewhere between $800 all the way up to $2,000 a month in rent. Yeah. And so today we're going to talk about how you can turn that rental payment into a mortgage payment and become a homeowner again.
And you have an example of someone who did just that, and let's talk about that. The story of a deputy who lost his home because of foreclosure and budget cuts. And I mean, that happened to so many people.
Right. So as you know, I do a lot of work with California Public Safety. And, you know, they're one of the demographics that have taken a pretty big hit in budget cuts. They've all had to make massive concessions. So many of those folks have lost their home. They've even lost their jobs and had to transfer. So this was a deputy who came to me from the Sheriff's Department here in Fresno County, and he had just moved down in this area, and him and his family lost their home to foreclosure a couple years ago. He lost his job due to budget cuts and wanted to become a homeowner again, you know, just a humble guy. And so he was paying $1,500 a month rent, right?
Wow.
So, I mean, rents are really high right now. You know, they're probably anywhere between $100 to $200 more than what you can even make in a mortgage payment, just depending. So he was paying $1,500 a month rent, and he wanted to purchase a home. So he purchased a home for $225,000.
Okay,
right?
Go ahead. Okay.
And his 5% down payment was $11,250. So he got into a conventional mortgage, including his down payment plus his closing costs and setting up a prepaid account. He had to come in with just under 20 grand, $19,725. Now that's a lot of money for most people, but he could tap into his retirement and get a pension loan secured against his retirement for that. And his new monthly mortgage payment is $1,543.
And he was paying $1,500 as a renter?
Right.
Wow.
Right.
Wow. Okay.
Right.
And then he's got the 30-year fixed and
right.
all...
No prepayment penalty, conventional mortgage, very low mortgage insurance, great loan for this gentleman. And then when he has his 20% equity, we'll be able to drop the mortgage insurance, so his payment will drop another probably $140, $50.
Oh, that's fantastic, and it's information that people like you know. The rest of us aren't really privy to all of that, I mean, unless we're willing to search it up on the internet. Okay, so there are 5 steps that need to be made that you can help us with. The first one being discovery.
Correct.
Talk to us about these steps.
So generally what I want is people that are interested in wanting to become a homeowner again and learn about the process is we have a telephone conversation and we talk about where they've come from, where they're at today, and from there I can obtain a bit of a visual in terms of where they're at.
Okay, and then you could research and document everything that they have. Maybe it gives you a better idea of what they...
I mean, the hardest part of this transaction is getting all the documentation from people. Yes. Because as you know, it's a long list, right?
But it can, I mean, you've done this for me. It can actually, it's not that difficult. It's not that difficult to get all your information together, especially if you really want it. You just hand it over to her. and honestly, you just kind of take care of it for us, right? Okay, and then you come back with a mortgage plan.
Correct. I do the analysis, and basically I map out a mortgage plan for these folks. And sometimes it only takes 2 or 3 months. Maybe it takes a year, 2 years before they're even going to be ready. But I map out a plan, I stay on track with them, and as long as they stay committed they're going to become a homeowner again.
Now, I've got to ask you about this, Monique, because I think a lot of people are thinking, what is the cost? Everyone would love a U, but what is the cost?
Yeah.
Because a lot of people think, this is going to be too expensive for me.
Right.
But honestly,
Right. So there is no cost.
Okay.
Right? So everyone always wants to know, well, how do you get paid? What is your fee for all of this great information you're giving me? You know, we don't charge any fees up front. Okay? So all of your loan charges when you actually do get a mortgage and my compensation is already included in those loan fees.
Got it.
So not to worry, there's not like a $500 or plus fee to find out this information. I mean, what I'm about is making a difference in people's lives, and as long as they're committed and they want to go through the process, I'm there for them.
well, MoniqueRunge.com is the website, and you can also give her a ring at 250-0313, 250-313, because she can really help you out there, and go visit her and just kind of gather up some information.
Yeah.
That's all you need.
Exactly.
No.
It's just about having conversations with people.
It is. It
Yeah.
is. Monique, thank you so much, and I hope to
pleasure.
see you again soon.
You bet.
All right. Stick around.